The following are not new concepts. Art inspires art, artists inspire artists, and taking a hike while your headphones are in feels like you're in a movie. My name is Luke Tomlin. I'm a filmmaker, photographer, and designer with a background in event marketing who wants to use creativity in these disciplines to market music and media as a career. And this is the way I've lived my life for as long as I can remember. If I'm walking down the street with my headphones in, I'm not thinking about what I can see with my eyes, I'm just thinking about the imaginary music video playing in my head. I mean, I do look at where I'm going. I don't run into poles any more than anyone else does. What I mean is when I'm walking down the street with my headphones in, I walk to the beat of the music, I blink to the beat of the music, I look at different things in my surroundings like a camera cutting between shots, and in my head, I'm seeing a fully fleshed out music video with whatever idea my brain has cooked up for it. It's so weird and so unrelated to what this video is about. The point is, I take visuals that go along with music pretty seriously. I love appreciating album covers, record packaging, merch, and music videos, and I hope to make them one day. It's led me to the art and creative direction path. And I'm tired of the ideas just sitting in my head. So I finally took the time to stop and write something. A scene from a short film idea I had inspired by the song Ceilings by Lizzie McAlpine. And I love Lizzie McAlpine. She's been my #1 artist on Spotify for the past 2 years. Her last album, Older, was on repeat for months. The colors, the visuals of the documentary, the art direction for that album was so good. So I took Lizzie's biggest song, Ceilings, which went viral a couple of years ago, and wrote a short film music video for it. And today, I'm gonna break down how we produced one of those scenes from that short film in real life. And if you've heard Ceilings before, you kind of already get the gist. It's an incredibly romantic song up until the end, with a gut-wrenching plot twist that the whole song is a daydream or a hallucination, and that there is no romance in the speaker's life, there is no love. It's a song for those who yearn. So when I started writing, I knew I wanted a plot twist like that, something homey turned cataclysmic. And after a few different deliberations, I ended up deciding on this, a classic kitchen argument. There's gonna be a couple washing and putting up dishes, and they're gonna start arguing, it's gonna get pretty heated, and then the girl is gonna cry out, "None of this is real," and she's gonna throw a bottle at the guy, and he's not even gonna be there, because he's vanished and he's a figment of her imagination. And ideally, it would be pretty bone-chilling. And with the script written and my own kitchen serving as set, I began reaching out to potential crewmates and also started casting. And casting wasn't too bad for this shoot. There's only 2 actors, and I already knew who I wanted one of them to be, my coworker and friend, Sophia White. Sophia has a theater background and a great stage presence hosting massive events that I've worked on. I know what she's capable of, so I sent her a text and she immediately was down. That's one lead taken care of. The next role, Jacob, was a little bit tougher. I couldn't think of any guy actors that I have dealt with in the past few years that were really right for this role, so I ended up having a glimmer of hope when I went to a casting call for a different production I was working on, and his name was Carter Reyes. Carter didn't end up playing the role he auditioned for at that casting call, and I knew that if that production wasn't going to use his talents, I was. So I emailed him asking him to send a tape for the other character, Jacob, and what I got back was insane.
I don't know what you want from me!
Dude, I need you for this role. Casting was ready to go. While we worked on casting, I was shot listing like nobody's business. I marked up the script, but as far as storyboarding goes, I'm not much with a pen and paper, so I brought my friend Jackson to help me storyboard with practice shots in my kitchen.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling decent.
Alright, so you're the girl.
I'm the girl. That was rude.
And then I start picking a fight, you know. And I'm like, oh, let me get me in focus. And I'm like, oh, hey, you didn't show up at my whatever today. And you're like, I was busy. And so now I'm like, but you told me you'd be there. And I'm like turning around and facing you. And at that time, when I turn around and face you, the water's gonna stop. When we're talking like that, I'm gonna get you in focus like that. Is the idea.
We also took the time to set up lighting and figure out what worked with the scene I had written. We settled on a lighting setup, worked out what shots we wanted, and I logged everything away in preparation for the shoot day, which was coming up very soon.
Hey, can you hand me that?
You're smart.
We'll see. Who's to say, really?
During this time, I was also doing research on breakable glass bottles, the type where you can just like, psh, and it doesn't really hurt at all. And I decided to go with New Roll FX. They have a good reputation, so I splurged and bought a 6-pack of these clear Coca-Cola type bottles. And they showed up broken, but that's why you order early. New Rule was so great, I called them and they sent me a new 6-pack for free in time for shoot day. Honestly, shout out to them, I loved working with those bottles. So by this time, we have all the pre-production on the scene done. Script is written, shot list, storyboard, previs, we have our casting and our crew ready. All that's left to do is shoot. And shoot we did. Thursday, October 16th, I set up the lighting for what we decided on previs day, and the cast and crew arrived for rehearsal. The scene is about 2 minutes long. I work out the blocking with our actors and boom operators, and we run through it a few times for about an hour and a half before we get shooting. And everything was going pretty well. Audio was doing an incredible job thanks to our audio lead Dylan, our actors looked great thanks to our hair and makeup / assistant to Miss White, Anna Pender. Jackson was a great DP, and we had great help by Isaac Merrill and Michael Poliero to run additional audio and AD responsibilities. It was a fantastic crew, and I had a really great feeling about it. I was glad that we had gathered this crew, this cast, and that I had gotten enough bottles.
I am so
It's okay.
sorry.
We have 2 more back there.
I'm so sorry.
So we lost a few good men along the way, but that's why you order more than you need. And I feel like I'm really dragging here. So before I show you the final scene, here's the rundown of what happened after that. First we rapped on Carter.
Let's wrap on Carter.
Then we rapped on Sophia.
Yay!
Then I cleaned up a lot of glass. And then I sent everyone home. So before I get into what I would do differently or pros and cons or how it went, I think it's best if I just show you the finished product. So buckle up, this is The Wall. I hope you like it.
So, are we gonna talk about it
Talk about what?
today?
What about today?
How you didn't show up for lunch?
Look, I already apologized. I told you, I just forgot.
Yeah, well, it seems like all you do lately is forget.
Yeah, well, I've been pretty busy.
Well, I was telling my friends that you were coming and they were excited to meet you. You don't care.
I don't know what else you want from me.
I want you to take this seriously. Take me seriously.
I do take you seriously.
You can't even show up for me. Really? Nothing? It's like I'm talking to a brick wall.
Maybe you are.
What does that mean?
I can't be what you want me to
Showing
be.
up when I need you? That is the bare minimum. Bare minimum.
You're crazy.
Oh, don't act like you have any excuse. I mean, what is this if you can't even show up for me?
Get off my back.
This is not real. None of this is real. We're done. We're done, Jacob. We're done!
Dude, I'm so excited that that scene is done and out of my brain. It feels so good to finally just commit to one of these ideas instead of having them playing in the movie theater that is my brain. I love how trippy that cut is with the bottle being thrown through the air and landing on the cabinet, and getting to mess with the lights was really cool during that time. I also love how we were able to foreshadow Jacob not even being real, because I don't know if you noticed this, the entire time he's like putting dishes in the cabinet. Then later when Laura pushes him, he stumbles back and you see that the cabinet is empty. That was intentional. It's not a continuity error. It was foreshadowing. He doesn't even exist, guys. And working with these actors was so much fun because they're incredible at what they do, and I got to really be a director to them and guide them towards what I was envisioning when I had written this. So yeah, ultimately the edit went really well, and I can't wait to do more stuff like this in the future. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for following along, and that's our show.